I was hoping we were going to go to the one good thing to come out of Pittsburgh. And I think you have him a little bit higher. You're telling me you have Josh Bell that much higher than Pete Alonso?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Ari.
Said time again, we gotta go. Take one, then I dash away from Popo.
What's up? Welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Ari. This is Robert. And we're two college guys who just love the Boston Red Sox. How's it going?
Not too bad, Ari. How about you?
Not bad.
All right. So today we have a fun episode. We've been very limited to what we've been able to do. Stuck in quarantine, no sports, no nothing. So there hasn't really been any news to talk about. But we've been keeping this series alive and going for what, past 4 or 5 weeks now?
Yeah, something like that.
What is this? We've done outfield, third base, shortstop, second base. This is episode number 5 of this. We've been keeping going long and strong. Now we're on our first baseman. All right.
Yeah.
Without further ado, Ari, you got anything else you want to talk about before we get into our ranking of first baseman?
I don't know. I almost kind of want to say it at the end. Is that all right? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All
right. Let's just go right into it then.
All right.
With number 15. Who do you got for number 15 for our first baseman?
I have the Cincinnati Reds' Joey Votto.
Votto.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a 261 batting average, 411 slugging, and 993 fielding. The guy can field.
Yeah, not bad at all. I would say the slugging is a little low for a first baseman.
Yeah, definitely.
And Joey Votto is definitely someone who still deserves that respect, though. So I could see you having him in there. My 15, we're going over to San Diego. We're going with Eric Hosmer.
Okay.
Now, the one thing about Eric Hosmer, it's really funny.
He's rotting on the Padres now?
Yes. And he has made history for us as the first person to make a top 15 with a negative WAR.
Yay!
He has
on this date in history.
What?
On this date in history.
He has a negative 0.2 WAR. A 265 batting average, 425 slugging. But the reason I had to put him in there, 997 fielder. Almost perfect. Basically almost as close as you could get. So I really had to respect that. There were other guys on my list, like Nate Lowe of the Rays and Renato Nunez of the Orioles, that could have bumped up above him, but I decided he was better than those two for the 15th spot.
Yep. I thought Renato Nunez played third base.
No, he's first baseman. He does both, but he plays more first base.
My bad. All right.
Yeah, research, Ari.
I know. Well, like on MLB, he's like on MLB The Show, he's a third baseman.
Mm-hmm.
But third baseman and first baseman can be interchanged.
Yep, Sam Davis.
Yeah. My number 14, we're going to kind of go back a little bit. This is Miguel Cabrera. I kind of had a hard time putting him in I had a lot of conflicting feelings because he's definitely dropped off.
He's definitely well past his prime.
Yeah.
He's still making a bag, though. He's making a lot of money.
Yeah, and you know what? His batting average isn't terrible. It's 282, so it's not too terrible. His slugging is 398, so it's really kind of low, really too low for a first baseman, honestly, because you need that ability to hit for power and stuff.
Yeah.
And his fielding is 995, so he's definitely changed a lot in his career, turning from more of a hitting for contact and for fielding more later in his career.
But yeah, like no one on my list had anywhere below. The lowest guy on my list for slugging was Eric Hosmer, and he had a 425. So no one in my list was below 400. That's the reason I never really looked at Mickey, even though I absolutely loved Miguel Cabrera. But being completely honest with you, all right, we got somebody on the Red Sox who's better than Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
I had to give love to Chavis. Had to give love to
Okay.
Chavis. He's my 14, just because his
I respect
numbers.
that.
He only played 95 games, .6 WAR, so his team impact wasn't there, but no one really had a good positive team impact for the Red Sox.
And he didn't.
254,
Yeah.
254 batting average, 444 slugging, and a 99% fielder. Still solid numbers all around.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to see him take off as first baseman because he definitely could be. He's definitely the first baseman for the future for us.
Oh, absolutely. Like, what's his name? Who am I forgetting? Mitch Moreland.
Yeah, and
Like,
honestly, when we re-signed him in the offseason, I kind of thought to myself, yeah, he's probably going to be doing a lot more of the first baseman. But
Mhm.
you know what it is.
If,
All right, so
if it's up to me, I'd use him more as a depth guy. You know,
yeah.
give him the days that Chaves can't play. Really get those young guys going. But
Yeah.
13.
13, Eric Hosmer. So not too far for where you put him. We already kind of talked about his stats. So who do you have for 13?
13, we're going to Philadelphia. All right, we're going Rise Hoskins. Now, you know me, you know I love to collect baseball cards, right?
Yeah.
The Tops did a full thing with Rise Hoskins. He has a set of 9 different cards that you can collect, right? And I've been lucky enough to get 4 of them, I think, already. They're nice looking cards. But anyway, Rise Hoskins was a guy who was what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th on the website that they projected him 8th, but with a 1.6 WAR, his batting average is only a 226. That's what really killed me, and I had to bump him down. 454 slugging, so he definitely still has a little bit of power and a 993 fielding. So he's a solid first baseman. It's just this batting average that I had to really knock it down.
Yeah, definitely. So my number 12 is a World Series champion, been with this team for his entire career, and is probably one I consider one of the most consistent first basemen in the sport. Ryan Zimmerman.
Okay. I thought we were taking a whole nother route with that. And if you would have said somebody else who's a World Series champion and has played a long time with their team, I would have flown to Maine and slapped you. Okay. I thought you were about to say Anthony Rizzo and we were gonna have to shoot.
Oh,
That's,
no. No, trust
that's
me.
where we were going. I was so bad.
No, Ryan Zimmerman, very consistent. 257 batting average, 415 slugging, 991 fielding. Definitely someone you want on your roster, and like I said, a very, very consistent player.
Yeah. Like we said with our list before we started filming, is that for me, my top 8, and for you said what your top 6, 7 guys, it's like
Well, yeah, top nine.
top 9. Below that cut, it would just make a distinct jump. So everybody like 9 down for first baseman, we're kind of about the same, and you can intertwine them whichever way you want it.
Yeah.
But number 12, I know you said you didn't have him in your list before we hit record. I had to give him credit though. Had to give him credit. We're going on Luke Voigt. And yep. We're going Luke Voigt just because he's one of those other guys who is solid all around. 1.7 WAR, 263 batting average, 464 slugging, and basically a 99% fielder. So no numbers that really jump out of the page. You're like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. But average, solid, all around player. And with the Yankees, you don't need power. You don't really need contact. You just need somebody that can get the job done. And he's definitely that.
Yeah, definitely. I can't say it, but that's just personally me. My number.
I can't either, but
Yeah,
I put bias aside. If I was biased, I would have put Chavis up in that 12th spot.
Yeah. So my number 11. We're on 11, right? Yeah, my number 11 is a little bit of a weird pick, just because I've never thought of him as a first baseman. But my number 11 is the Colorado Rockies first baseman Daniel Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, he plays
I-
first base for them. He's always played second base.
That's weird.
So that's what he's kind of known for. But he by far has the highest batting average. No, I'm sorry. He has one of the highest batting averages.
Listen,
279 batting average, 452 slugging, 991 fielding. So this guy's good.
yeah, I have 6 guys that are above that, but close.
Oh, trust me. I had to put him in though because his fielding was half decent. So
Mhm. Yeah, I got you. All right, number 11. We're going to Minnesota for this one. We're going to the Twins first baseman, C.J. Cron. And
okay.
he was one of those guys where I never thought he could be a top 15 guy. But
Yeah.
I looked at the numbers, and once again, a solid, just all around guy. 253, 469 slugging, and a 992 average. Definitely has a little more pop than some of the other guys we've talked about, but still just solid all around. Yeah. Had
You
to
said
take
CJ
number 11.
Crown?
Yeah.
Apparently he was traded or he was signed by the Detroit Tigers.
He was?
Yeah, like this past offseason. Really kind of strange. That's that side note, doesn't matter. Did not have him in my list. I did notice him. And like you said, pretty good player. My number 10 is Rhys Hoskins, so we kind of already talked about him. The thing that really jumps out to me is his fielding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's
All right, who do you got for 10?
Okay. You might be mad at me for this number 10, but in a way, you might be happy.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, let's hear it.
My number 10, we're going with an asterisk. Was he higher on your list?
No, he's not even on my list.
He's not even on your list.
No, are we talking about Yuli Gurriel?
We were talking about Yuli Gurriel. So, the thing with him is his numbers. All right? He had a 298 batting average, a 541 slugging. Right? Crazy numbers, right?
Yeah.
He was 35 years old last year. In his age 34 season, he had a 291 batting average and a 428 slugging. Tell me how a guy who's going from 34 to 35 is going to go up from a 428 to a 541 in slugging without cheating. Those numbers are definitely going to take a decline. He will not be in my top 15 come next year. It's just, I looked at that and I said, if that's not proof of how the cheating benefited, when you have your 35-year-old first baseman jump up those numbers, I don't know what will prove it to you.
Yeah, and obviously you put an asterisk next to him. And if you compare him to Miggy, vastly different.
He's just been on that slow decline.
But he's making money though.
No, yeah,
he's making bank.
Because I don't know if you remember, and I saw a good documentary on this a couple weeks ago. But when the Detroit Tigers were in that prime back in 2016, 27, somewhere around there.
2013, they were awesome.
Yeah, but then they decided to re-sign Miggy and gave him all this money, even though they knew it would bite him in the butt come this time. They still took the risk just to see if they could win, and then they didn't even make the playoffs the next year.
Yeah, bad move.
It was,
right.
I mean, but it's Miguel Cabrera. You had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And the same thing's going to happen in 8 years when we have Harper Machado, soon to be Mookie Betts, all those guys on their max deals.
Yeah.
Right.
My number 9 is the Red Sox, Mitch Moreland.
What?
252 batting average, 507 slugging, 995 fielding. This guy's a Gold Glove winner. This guy you want on the corner to play if you want to win.
I get where we're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. But is that really deserving of top 10? I personally don't think so, but I can
I
kind of
think
see where
the
you're
only
coming
reason why he's top 10, let alone even in my list, is his fielding.
from.
He's very, very good. Even
And
if
that's
you use him
slugging
as
too.
someone as a defensive substitution, someone that you want.
Mhm.
Maybe he's going to bat lower in the batting order. Who cares? You're going to get someone who your infielders are going to be really, really comfortable throwing the ball to because he can
Yes.
pick balls out of the dirt and just save runs.
Yeah, well, like we said earlier, though, don't be surprised if his innings get taken away because I
Oh,
want to get Chavis development.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely.
All right, number 9 for me. We're gonna go over to the Diamondbacks.
Okay. All right. Wow.
What you got him much higher?
Yeah. A lot
Yeah,
higher, man.
a lot higher.
Not a lot
I
higher,
know.
but I mean,
On
not 9.
on the list I had
Oh,
him at
wait. No. What am I talking about? You're talking about Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
Okay, didn't
So
make my list. Okay.
you have a different Diamondback.
No, I was thinking something completely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
List he was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He was 12th, but with a 3.0 WAR, almost 260 batting average, 476 slugging, and a 991 fielding. Once again, one of those guys that was an all-around guy, but with a higher team impact and a little bit higher batting average and slugging, gave him a top 10 slot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
My
still
number 8.
very confused thinking about, but
I don't know.
please.
I was confused. My number 8 is the White Sox, Jose Abreu. Yeah, 284 batting average, 503 slugging, 993 fielding. This guy seems to be one of the core pieces in Chicago, and definitely someone you want in your lineup. And I mean, this guy doesn't just hit for power; he hits for average. This guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of more along the lines of a Ryan Zimmerman, where he doesn't just mash the ball all the time. He can place balls anywhere he wants on the field.
Yeah. Definitely very, very solid.
Mm-hmm.
I had him very close to that. But number 8, we're going to a guy who's been with. No, he was. I think he just signed with this team recently. Let me make sure I'm not being dumb with that. Yep, he just signed with this team last year. Came from the Diamondbacks, went to the Cardinals. Paul Goldschmidt.
Excuse me.
All right.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Paul
All right. That's who I thought you were talking about, and I'm still not happy with you.
Higher?
Yeah, a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. But yeah, 260 batting average, 476. But I guarantee the reason you put him higher was the fielding. Am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
996, almost perfect. And he's what? Tied for the best? You know what I'm saying? There are 4 guys with a 996 fielding on my list. Yeah. No, never mind. Eric Hosmer's a 997. So, but he's still one of the top.
Yeah.
First baseman out there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Very, very little mistakes. He just solid.
And that guy hits for contact as well. He doesn't just hit the ball, which I can respect. If you can hit the ball and place it on the field on top of being able to hit anywhere and hit the ball to all sorts of places out of the stadium, that makes you that much more valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Because Paul Goldschmidt is a right-handed hitter, right?
Yeah.
If he has a runner on second base with less than 2 outs, instead of thinking I'm gonna bash this ball as hard as I can and pull it and try and get it over the fence, he's thinking, no matter what, I'm hitting this ball to the second base first, right field. So no matter what, I can advance my runner. He's a very team first, think about the game kind of guy, and I respect that a lot.
Yep. So my number 7 is Cleveland Indians first baseman Carlos Santana.
Okay.
Yep.
I had a little bit higher, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, no. And for me, 6 and 7 could be interchangeable. So 281 batting average, 515 slugging, 990 fielding. This guy, he's definitely a really good cleanup hitter for the team. And someone that I'd like on a team if I wanted to start a team.
Absolutely.
Yep.
My number 7, we already talked about him, Jose Abreu. Solid guy all around. And not far off from where you put him. The only reason that if he would have had a higher WAR,
Yeah.
he would have gone so much higher in my list. Just
Mhm.
because of this, just because of, like you said, solid fielder and is able to place the ball wherever he wants. It doesn't necessarily hit for power. The power just comes naturally.
Yeah.
So if he would have had, let's say, a 4.0 WAR, he was going to be maybe top 3, top 4.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Number 6,
So-
and I'm hoping we have the same guy.
My number 6 is Mets, Pete Alonso.
That is low. That is
Okay,
very
well,
low. That is
I
low.
can explain. Trust me, I think I can explain. I don't know if I can or not. 260 batting average, 583 slugging, 990 fielding. This guy won Rookie of the Year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And set the single season record for home runs hit by a rookie.
Mhm.
And won the home run derby. This guy is like one of the premier power hitters next to Joey Gallo, in my opinion. This guy can just hit the ball all over.
Mhm. So yeah, he did win Rookie of the Year for the NL, and
Yep.
he was 2019 All MLB team.
Okay, all right.
So I don't understand how you can take a 580 slugging, especially when you want your first baseman to be that power guy,
Mhm.
and put him 6th.
I can explain.
You just did, and it
No, I
wasn't a
will
good.
later with my other picks. I'll show you
Okay.
in advance. Who do you got?
I trust you, but I don't. I was hoping we were going to go to the one good thing to come out of Pittsburgh, and I think you have him a little bit higher. You're telling me you have Josh Bell that much higher than Pete Alonso?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Ari.
Yep.
Okay. Pete Alonso, 5.2 WAR. Josh Bell, 2.7. Pete Alonso is worse at hitting, 260 to 277. Right? Josh Bell is worse at slugging. He still has a 569 slugging, which is very, very, very respectable, to a 583, like we said, and then 990 to Pete Alonso to 988 of Josh Bell. So definitely solid, and it's not like the biggest difference ever in people, but there's no way I could put Josh Bell over Pete Alonso, especially after that insane rookie year he had.
Yeah. All right. Okay, fair. So my number 5 is the
Top 5,
Athletics
let's go.
first baseman Matt Olson. You and I agree?
Close.
Okay. All right. So this guy is the perfect what am I trying to say? The perfect complement to Matt Chapman. You have two guys on either end of the diamond who can field phenomenally, and they can hit pretty well. But Matt Olson is a superior hitter to Matt Chapman in that he has a 547 slugging and, you just get this right, 36 home runs. I can't count the top, can't think off the top of my head to see if Chapman has more than that. I doubt he does, but this guy is very, very solid. And on top of that, 993 fielding. Like I said before, very, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing is he is the highest WAR among everybody on this list. He's the highest team impact out of all first basemen. So that's why he made my top 5 too. For me, I'm going Carlos Santana. And yes, I'm saying Carlos Santana is slightly, very, very slightly at this moment better than Josh Bell. Will that be the case at the end of next year? Probably not. But we basically already talked about Santana. But the reason I had him so high was a 4.6 WAR compared to Josh Bell's 2.7. That's a big reason I had him above. Everything else is interchangeable. He is a worse hitter than Josh Bell. Slightly better contact, but a lot less power, and just slightly better fielder. So Josh Bell, Carlos Santana, like I literally sat here for 5-6 minutes trying to decide who I should have in what. Those are interchangeable for me, but I had to go with Carlos Santana over him at the end.
All right. So my number 4 is Paul Goldschmidt. we already talked about him. The reason why I have him so high is, like we said before, this guy can place a ball anywhere on the diamond and outside of the ballpark and just rake. Very, very good. And very, very good feeling, too.
Absolutely. All right, number 4. We just talked about him. Matt Olson. No complaints at number 5.
Yeah.
Definitely a solid guy. Like I said, that WAR of a 5.4. Him himself over the year got an extra 5 wins for his team, and I found that kind of nuts.
Yeah, he's crazy.
To be able to have that sort of impact for your team as a first baseman, and there's no weak points to his game. Maybe could have a better batting average. Maybe could be a little on there, but other than that, no complaints at all. Solid all around. I said the word solid so much.
Excuse me. I don't know.
And ours dying.
Corona.
Yeah, no, we can't say that. We'll be demonetized. Oh wait, we don't get monetized in the first place.
All right, here we go.
Top 3.
Number 3, Josh Bell, and let me explain why. 277 batting average, 569 slugging, 998 fielding. This guy's pretty well-rounded hitter. Can't even speak. I'm so upset. 37 home runs. Let me explain to you one thing. In his rookie year, okay, fair, he only hit 8 home runs. But in 2017, his second year, 26 home runs, and he played, I don't know. I just like the guy better. I don't know. I mainly like to watch him demolish balls into the Allegheny River. It's beautiful to watch. And that's why he's number 3. Come to think about it now, I don't really have a solid reason why he's number 3, but I like him. I don't know. All right, who do you got for number 3, Bobby?
Okay, I have no disrespect to Josh Bell. If I was running a team and they said your starting first baseman is Josh Bell, I would be on my knees going like this. All right.
Would you rather have him over Joey Votto?
Yes.
or over Luke Voigt?
Yes.
All right, who do you have for number 3?
We got our 3s and 6s swapped.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pete Alonso, like I said, we already talked about him. Top 3 guy, which I haven't done yet. For a guy who's just coming out of his rookie year, the next closest guy was Fernando Tatis, and I had him 5th. I have not had a rookie in my top 3 yet, or a sophomore guy in top 3 yet. But looking at 583 slugging, I couldn't say no to it. I couldn't. Like 5.2 WAR. I didn't have any choice.
Yeah.
So
he reminds me a lot of. This is gonna sound weird. Reminds me a lot of Dallas Keuchel, and the reason why is because I never heard of Dallas Keuchel. Never even heard of Pete Alonso. Never heard of him until they got to the big stage. For Keuchel, it was starting the All-Star game, and for Alonso winning the not the World Series. I want to talk about the Home Run Derby. Those guys broke out on the biggest stages. I mean, Keuchel's kind of gone down a little bit, but I really, really like Pete Alonso's future, and I hope he can keep hitting baseballs far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And you had me for a loop for a second there. I didn't know
which
way you were.
Sorry.
But it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
We have 2 guys left. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say. Well,
number 2, Freddie Freeman. No, sorry. No. I'm talking about number 2, Anthony Rizzo. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
The only thing I have to say, because you can tell it's stats, that's totally fine. The only thing I wish is that he stayed with the Red Sox.
Anthony Rizzo. What?
He came up through the Red Sox farm system, and we traded him to San Diego.
Who?
I don't even remember who, but yeah.
When was he?
That's before he could hit.
Yeah, you're coming through the farm system.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show me minor league stats. Oh wait, minor and winter league stats.
I know for a fact my brother went and did hitting camp thing at the Sea Dogs ballpark with some players and some coaches and stuff, which was really cool. But he said that
wow.
with the batting coach, he said that in batting practice, and this would make sense if you saw Hadlock Field, he hit a ball over, like out of the stadium and onto the football field that's next to it on the 30-yard line.
Really?
Now, I don't know, that might be hyperbole, but that's impressive. And he said, then the coach said, I've never seen anybody ever hit a ball that far in my life.
Well, I could possibly believe it, but I saw a thing the other day where somebody said in high school, Bryce Harper hit a 575-foot home run.
Wait, was that in Tropicana?
No, that
Because
was
Tropicana. He hit a ball that went to the very back of the dome.
no. This was.
I don't know if I believe that.
This is 15, 16-year-old Bryce Harper. That they're saying 575-foot bomb. And
Harper's good, but I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, and you're right. He did come up through the Red Sox. Why the hell did they trade him? Because right after he got traded,
No
he
clue.
went straight to the majors.
Yeah.
He went from being in Portland and Salem in 2010, and then went straight to the Padres.
Was that because who did we have at first base at the time? It must have either been Ortiz or it must have been did Nixon play first?
In 2010, that was prime Poppy.
2010?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have 2010 yearbook. Yeah, that was Poppy. Okay, so that makes sense.
Poppy. Makes sense. So you didn't
All right, so
still you. I wonder what they got in trade.
I want to know too. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you want to say his stats?
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Stats? All right, cool.
Anthony
I'm
Rizzo.
just gonna die again if you don't mind.
You good?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay. So 3.8 WAR, a 293 batting average, 520 slugging, and a 996 fielder. Gold Glove fielder. Could be a home run derby champion with the power he has. And like we said, with the same with Goldschmidt, he could place the ball wherever he wants. You know? If he's got a runner on second, it doesn't matter. He's hitting the ball on the right side of the field and getting his guy to third.
He also is a team leader too.
Yes. Is there a world where the Cubs trade him?
Will they trade him?
You asked me the same thing about Chris Bryant, so I'm flipping the table on you.
Oh man, I sure hope not. I mean, you know what'd be funny is if Rizzo came back to the Sox and be like our first baseman. But then where'd you put Chavis? I guess that's the question. I don't know. I think you have to choose, and I think they have a lot of hard choices to make. Do you trade Contreras? Do you trade Baez? Do you trade Bryant, like we said, or Rizzo? So they have a lot of big decisions. I honestly don't know. I would hate to see any of those guys leave. And I'm not even a Cubs fan.
Mm-hmm. I think if they have a bad season, they're gone.
All of them?
I think the majority. I think they slowly trickle out one by one.
Yeah.
Who can maybe say is Chris Bryant because he's still younger. But
yeah,
I just see him being shipped out one by one.
Yeah, and that's sad to see.
I know.
So we both have number one, I assume, right?
This dude, Ryan Zimmerman, right?
No, actually. Sam Travis. No. Freddie Freeman. This guy's insane. And honestly, my only complaint is his batting stance is really awkward to look at. 295 batting average, 549 slugging, 996 fielding. So along the same tier as Rizzo and Goldschmidt, as you know, in terms of fielding. But yeah, this guy's insane. Definitely someone that you want to have, and the Braves want to keep around for a good long time.
Hey, we forgot about something.
What?
I see who the trade was for.
Pedroia? No, what am I talking about? Pedroia came up through this farm system. Who?
Was with the Padres before they came to us.
Kimbrel? No.
And then went to the Dodgers after us.
Hanley Ramirez?
No.
No.
He was here He was here for the World Series championship in 2013. Adrian Gonzalez. We traded Anthony Rizzo
I'll do
and
that again.
other for Adrian Gonzalez. Just let that sink in for a second. We had Anthony Rizzo.
We're gonna insert a picture of fat Adrian Gonzalez. This guy was like eating freaking chicken wings in the clubhouse. Oh my word! And beer, right? Something like that. Wow.
He won us a championship and we could have slid Rizzo over to third.
Easily. Yeah.
Oh
jeez.
Article to see who won the deal 5 years later, and Adrian Gonzalez was ended up traded for Josh to the Dodgers.
Yep, Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford. Right?
Nothing.
It was like a big salary dump, right?
You remember that? I'm impressed.
I do remember that. That was the big.
There's one more guy. Who was it? There's one more guy.
Carl Crawford.
Yeah, and who else?
Adrian Gonzalez, Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford. Was there somebody else?
Yeah, one more guy.
Hanley Ramirez.
Nope, Nick Punto.
Okay, I don't care about him.
They were all traded.
Speaking of Ramirez, I assume we're done with our list, right? We're done with our list, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're at one. So, I saw this. This is my final take. We're going to call this Ari's Takes because this is like the end of the show. Ari's Takes. All right. This is hilarious. I saw this a couple days ago. I don't know if this is true or not. Strap on your seatbelts. Former Boston Red Sox star Manny Ramirez wants to return to baseball and aims to find a spot on Taiwan. On a Taiwan,
in Taiwan.
Yeah. He also said this. He was like, I also wouldn't mind coming back to the Red Sox.
Yeah, let's just do a quick.
We have a perfectly fine outfield. You did very good. You're a great power hitter. We respect you. But that one throw that you cut off from Johnny Damon, never again. I'm sorry. Never again.
What are you talking about? That was the greatest cutoff ever.
No, I saw it and I was like, what are you doing?
Okay.
All
Not even that, but just to mention, he is.
I mean, isn't he still on the payroll?
He is 48 years old. So
yeah, I saw that 48-year-old. I was like, he could maybe be a DH, maybe like he comes in for like an at bat a game. I don't know.
Yeah,
is he worth a spot?
He just did it to sell tickets. He has birthdays at the end of it, but like I said, I was just holding it up. Look at Manny Ramirez, by the way.
You didn't even recognize.
Just had to show that off real quick,
Yeah, go ahead. Go flex on us, Bobby. I see.
Yeah, I got a lot of baseball cards. This is my thing. Yeah. I love collecting.
I got a lot of bobbleheads, actually. I got Swihart, Mookie, Xander, Ellsbury.
Ooh, well, I love Kobe Ellsbury. Before he left. After he could.
He didn't have an arm. He had a noodle.
Yes, but he was fast.
Yeah, he was fast.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna remember. I'm going to add in fat Adrian Gonzalez now when I edit.
Please do.
I'm gonna add in a video of Manny Ramirez cutting off that throw, and I'm gonna add a highlight of Jacoby Ellsbury just to shove it in your face.
Okay. All right.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Editing takes too much work.
I think we're done.
Ari doesn't know the struggle. All right.
So I think, what are we doing next? I got nothing else. Are we doing catchers next? Is that what's the deal?
Next. All right.
Cool.
If you made it this far in the video, we really do appreciate it. If you want to keep checking them out, go check out our other videos. Subscribe because we put out at least a video a week, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna try to get a couple more just to see.
Mm-hmm.
See what we got.
All right, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
things on my mind, yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real.